Sitting out here, he done throw it fast.
Another person I know you didn't know. See Pokey, man. I've been looking for Pokey.
Pokey?
Pokey done gained that weight.
Yeah, man, you wanna go out Pokey? You wanna go out Pokey out? We go out Pokey out.
Yeah.
We gonna pull up on Pokey.
We gonna pull up.
You gonna go pull up on Pokey, man?
Yeah.
Be glad to see you, man, old Pokey. He live right over there.
What?
You don't stay far?
What?
Nah, man.
I heard he was in the hospital and gained all that weight.
Yeah, he eating right now. He getting it together. Yeah, he good. He get it together. Matter of fact, he the one made that cup.
Man, hell of a baseball player, bro.
Pokey?
Pokey, yeah, he played.
At Booker T? Yeah.
Booker T.
Yeah, he was at Booker T.
Yeah. Then he ballroom, what ballroom he played for?
Oh, Pokey. Pokey good
He
people.
ain't played for Black Man. He ain't played for.
Good morning, people. What Joan at? Jonah was going all through the comments. Jonah, people, get y'all something to drink. Y'all gonna need it. We'll recap Saturday. Last Saturday, I preached out the 6th chapter of Nehemiah. The title of the message was Strengthen My Hand. Come that Sunday, teach out of the 20th chapter out of Revelation. The title of the message was Now What? Come through the week teaching the 20th chapter of Revelation with the 6th chapter of Nehemiah. Just broke the whole book down. Now, people, Nehemiah is building the wall, right? Nehemiah is building the wall because the city of Jerusalem was destroyed. It was destroyed for reasons, called reasons. Now watch this. A lot of people say, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't talk like this, you shouldn't do this and that, and people. I can go in one chapter in this Bible, and destroy a lot of you church folks in your beliefs. One chapter, I could go in one chapter and destroy your beliefs. Because, now, watch this. We're coming off that thing with Creflo Dollar. All right, cool. Now, yesterday, the young brothers was talking, right? My son and his little friend. And the thing is, this, that, and that. That's what we dealing with, people. That's what we going through. That's why Nehemiah had to build a wall. Well, Badamai, you ain't got to talk like that. Well, who are you to tell me how to talk when I'm doing what God called me to do? Are you building a wall? What are you doing? We always want to complain about what other people are doing. And say, bro, and look, ladies, especially, well, he shouldn't say like, but that's what y'all raising. That's what you heard yesterday. That's what y'all producing. And then when y'all die, that's what y'all leaving out here. When y'all no longer here, he no longer can suck on your breast. He no longer, no, and that's what you heard yesterday, that's what you women raising. That's what you all producing. And that's what you all leaving out here when y'all die. Because guess what? Dad ain't putting up with it. No. Why? Because Daddy gonna teach him to be a man. And Daddy gonna teach him how to deal with the world for as the world is. Now, watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Now, you heard his side, right? And a lot of people do this. Young or old, people, period. Watch this. Now, but Daddy, you went to jail. Okay, cool. I come home from jail, you 14, right? Okay. You're not standing by your mom, you stand by me, right? Okay. I put you in school, right? You're in school, you're doing good, right? Okay. You wanted to play football. Okay, I bought everything for you to play football. I put your whole waist set in the backyard. You wanted to play football. Okay, cool. Get put out of Walker. Now you at West Jeff. Okay. You heard my other son talk about how he did with the car. He had a brand new car. He didn't want to pay the bill, Cal. He didn't want to pay the bill. I'm like, say, bro, I'm paying house, no car, no. Say, bro, now guess what? I just come home in 205. This is like 208, 209. You know what I'm saying? I just come home from jail. So now, okay, I'm making sure the man cool, right? So I take the car from my son. He don't pay the car, no. So I take the car from my son, parking in the driveway. So the one you yesterday, Derek, he said, Dad, well let me drive the car. I said, okay, I'm gonna let you drive the car, but I made him go to driving school first. So I paid for him to go to driving school at West Jeff because they already had the program in the school, right? So okay, now I know he could drive, right? So he taking the car to school. But one morning, he decided to take the scenic route. He take the scenic route, boom, tear the car up. Tear the car up. He done tore the car, brand new car. Brand new car, he done tore it up, right? I don't trip, okay, cool. Right? Boom.
Right.
He graduated from West Jeff. Daddy, I want to go to Southern. I want to be an engineer. Okay, whatever you need, get him ready. Send him to Southern. Now he up there in Baton Rouge, going to Southern, right? Okay, now he won't get in the military, so now he joined the reserve. Going to Southern, he in the reserve. All right, cool. Do you, little daddy? But when he get up there in Baton Rouge, now he hooked up with these people. Now he want to sell weed. All right, cool. I fall back. I don't want to get in that program, son. But now, okay. Now he don't want to go to school no more. Now he want me to get him on at the post office. Pick up the phone. Look, my little man need a job. All right, I got him, Mike. Boom. Now he on at the post office. So now he working at the post office. Okay. Mama died. He quit the post office. What you want me to do, bro? I done gave you everything right. I keep putting you on the right track. You keep jumping off. And that's what happened with a lot of people. Right? Okay, boom, he messed that up. Man, Dad, I want to get the job at the sugar factory. Get him out the shit at the sugar factory now. Making good money. What you want me to do, baby? You done had more breaks than the average child. But you keep jacking it off. But now if people listen to you, they'll say, Daddy was the bad guy. How, bro? I'm just not with that BS. I'm not going to put up with it. You know what I'm saying? Say, bro, I keep giving it to you, you keep jacking it off. I keep giving it to you, you keep jacking it off. Sooner or later, bro, I'm going to fall all the way back. Why? Now, another problem is, a lot of these little girls, a lot of these little boys, they get with the wrong person, right? So now you running behind shorty who don't even listen to her mom. You running behind shorty who don't even deal with her family. So eventually, but that's how you gonna be because you running behind her. I'm not about to get what you running behind her. I tell you about first shorty. Look, brother, don't do that. That gonna happen. This girl pregnant. Boom, it happened. Say, bro, everything you do, I tell you not to do, it blow up in your face. So sooner or later, what you want me to do? So now when you hear the story, you hear the person's story, no. Far too many of us make excuses for our failure. Not one day did I sit in that penitentiary and say, well, Daddy wasn't there, Mama this, no. Far too many of us blame people for our failure. But if you ever stop, but he didn't, no, stop making all them damn excuses. That's what's wrong with us. We make too many excuses. When Nehemiah went to build the wall, he didn't make no excuse. When Nehemiah went to build that wall, he had a fear of God and a love for the people, and that was it. But here we come with this new stuff. They come with, well, maybe this, maybe that, damn that. And then a lot of these women, it's really their fault. Well, Daddy not there, but you don't have to raise him like that. You don't have to raise, I'm doing the best I can. Okay, now stop. Accept your part of it, Dad accept his part of it, the children accept their part of it. Now let's come together and build this thing. Because everybody plays a part. But we don't see it like that. And then you got Negroes come on here, man, he ain't got to talk. Well, hold up, bro. This is a real world we living in. I don't know that fake stuff y'all done did in the church. I don't care about that fake stuff y'all doing in the church. Because to me, them Negroes don't know nothing in this phony. I could go in one chapter in that Bible, man, and destroy the whole church. You know why? Because these Negroes been paying tithes and offerings and don't even know what an offering is. They're paying tithes and offerings and don't know nothing about tithes and offerings. So now, if I go in the Bible, I go right there in Numbers. God tell Moses, say, Aaron, this how you gonna do it. Because you're running the priesthood, right? God said, don't worry about nothing. I'm your God. I'm gonna take care of you. Now, watch this. The Levites, y'all don't have no inheritance. You priests, y'all don't have no inheritance. You know why? I'm y'all inheritance. I'm the inheritance. The Levites, y'all don't have no inheritance, but I'm gonna take a tenth from the people and I'm gonna give it to y'all so y'all can make sure y'all all right? Okay, now they gotta give God a tenth of the tenth, and the tenth of the tenth is the offering. So now when we get in Malachi, God said, you did not give me my tithes and offering. You didn't give me the tenth of the offering. If you would have gave me a tenth of the offering, I would have been all right. They didn't do that. Now, if you go in the 21st chapter of Joshua, in Joshua, now you see where God said, okay, you give them some of your cities, you give them some of your cities. We're gonna put a little here, we're gonna put a little there. Why? Because the Levites' job was to secure the tabernacle. So now if I have a part of this land that take care of the Reuben them. If I got a city over here that take care of Simeon them. And everywhere was a part of the land for the Levites so they could have access to the tabernacle. So they could have access to the church. That was it. That was it. And the Levites' job was to give God a tenth of a tenth that they got from the people. And then that was the offering. So now you Negroes running church, giving tithes and offerings for what? Because you don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what you're doing. So if I say these Negroes run again, I'm going to read it to you. I ain't going to just read it to you. I'm going to break it down for you. Watch this. Tell me about, you ain't got to say it like that. Man, come on, bro. I'm saying it how I feel. Oh, that line. Been lying. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to do it backwards. Come here, Joshua. I'm going to start from Joshua and go to Numbers. Watch this. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. That's all I say. Watch this. According to Joshua, the 21st, I need 21. According to Joshua 21, watch this. Then came near the heads of the fathers of the Levites unto Eleazar the priest, and unto Joshua the son of Nun, and to the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And they spoke unto them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, saying, the Lord commanded by the hands of Moses to give us cities to dwell in, with the suburbs thereof for our cattle. And the children of Israel gave unto the Levites out of their inheritance, at the commandment of the Lord, these cities and their suburbs. Why? To make sure that they had access to the tabernacle. Who did they give the cities to? The Levites. Because the Levites didn't have no inheritance. Why they didn't have no inheritance? Go to Numbers. Watch this. According to Numbers. According to Numbers, the 18th chapter, watch this. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tents in Israel for an inheritance. The tents was their inheritance. They never had an inheritance. So now when they get to the promised land, everybody is to give them some of their land, so where their land was, the Levite would have access to them pertaining to the tabernacle. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tents in Israel for inheritance for their service which they served, and they served of the tabernacle of the congregation. Neither must the children of Levi henceforth come nigh unto the tabernacle of the congregation, lest they bear sins and die. Jump to verse 30. Watch this. I'll go to 29. Out of your gifts, which was the tents, out of your gifts, you shall offer, out of your tent, you shall offer, have offering of the Lord, of all the beasts thereof, even the hollow part thereof, out of what you've gotten to go. Who? The Levites. Okay, now watch this, verse 30. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, when you have the best thereof from it, then it shall be counted unto the Levites as an increase of their threshing floor, and as the increase of the winepress. So now, as the Levite got the tenth from the people, their job was to give a tenth of the tenth to God as an offering, right? Okay, go to the beginning of the chapter. That's why I don't do that one verse foolishness. At the beginning of chapter 18, and the Lord said unto Aaron, thou and thy son and thy father's house, with thee shall bear the iniquities of the sanctuary, not the tabernacle, the sanctuary, the sanctuary, and thy sons with thee shall bear the iniquities of your priesthood, and the brethren also of the tribe of Levi. The tribe of thy father bring thou with thee, that they may be joined unto thee, and minister unto thee. But thou and thy sons with thee shall minister before the tabernacle of the witness. This is why you have the priests, you have the Levites. Now, watch what God promised to Aaron. Verse 19. And the head offerings of the holy thing, which the children of Israel offer unto the Lord, have I given thee and thy sons, and thy daughters with thee, by the statute forever. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord unto thee and thy seed with thee. Who God talking to? He's still talking to Aaron. He's still talking to Aaron. Verses 1 to 19, he's still talking to Aaron. Verse 20, look what God tells Aaron. And the Lord spoke unto Aaron, and thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any part among them. I'm thy part and thy inheritance. So if God is the part, God is your inheritance, Negro, what you begging for? Negro, what you running game for? If you won't stick with the Bible. So now the next verse, he said, well, I'm going to give the tenth from the people to the Levites. And the Levites are to take a tenth of the tenth and offer it up as an offering. So now when we get in Malachi, when we go to Malachi, Negro been running game. When we go in Malachi 3rd chapter, verse 3, and it shall sit as a refining period of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi. Who? Jesus. And pure them as gold and silver, and they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. So you out here giving all your money. I gave an offering. But are you living in righteousness? Because now the offering get ready to come into righteousness. Verse 4. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasing unto the Lord, as in the days of old and as in former years. So now when we get to verse 10, when we get further down, he said, return to me. Why? Because you done broke my ordinance. You didn't keep my ordinance. What ordinance was that? When God led the children of Israel out of captivity, he told them, go and get all that stuff from them people. But God had prophesied this in the 15th chapter of Genesis to Abraham. God already, I'm going to read it to you. This is why in the 14th chapter of Genesis, Abraham gave a tent. That tent was to cover everybody. So now here come the Levites. Say, bro, I'm going to give you a tent from the people. Give me a tenth of what you get as an offering. Watch this. And the Lord, Genesis 15 and 13. And the Lord said unto Abraham, know of surety that thy seed should be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. This is Exodus. God prophesying this. What's going to happen to the children of Israel? Verse 14. And also that nation whom they serve will I judge, the Egyptians, which is Egypt. Okay, now. And afterwards they shall come out with great substance. When they left Egypt, they had what? Great substance. They had everything they needed. But God prophesied that this would happen. So now, how you going to tell me about a Bible you don't really know about? You just running your mouth. So now, okay, and thou shalt go to thy father in peace, that shall be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation, they shall come here again. What you mean come here again, God? What you mean they gonna come here again? Abraham, when I called you to come from up under your kindred. I told you I was gonna give you a land. What land was that? Canaan. Canaan. Now 4 generations later, Abraham, they're gonna come back to this land, but they're gonna go in bondage. They're gonna go in bondage for 400 and some years. But it was 200 some years before they did that. So now they're in bondage. Now they're coming out of bondage. They're coming out of bondage, but they already have everything they need. So now as they go through the promise, as they're going through the wilderness, God said, okay, I remember Abraham gave the tent. Okay, for you Levites, I'm gonna give y'all the tent. But y'all job is to serve, to take care of the house of God, right? That's all the Levite job was, to make sure it was furnished right, to make sure that it was used for the right thing. That's all the Levite job was. The priest's job is to come in the place and give the offering to God for the people. So now you got priests, you got Levites, right? So now when we get in Malachi, God said, y'all did not keep my ordinance. Who he talking to? Because he sure wasn't talking to me. He's talking to the Levites. Negro been cold faking in the church. Watch this. In the 18th chapter, watch this. Thus spoke the Levites and said unto them, when you take the children of Israel the tithes, which I have given you from them for your inheritance, then you shall offer up a heave offering of it. Of what? The tithes. So the tithes was an offering to God. Well, a man robbed God. You robbed God in tithes and offerings.
Yeah, robbed.
Cold played you. Whether you like it or not, the cold played you. So here I come, say, bro, how you let them dude play you like that, bro? You a cold up. What could you say? Because they got you, right? Or I could come, man. That was very disturbing how they did to you. Really, bro? Come on, I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? If that's how y'all want to talk, y'all go over there and talk like that. If y'all in y'all feelings, say, bro, right now, I ask in the name of Jesus, just unfriend me. If you the type of person you like me, unfriend me. Why? I don't give a damn about your feelings. This is about your soul, bro. This is about your soul. Let me get in my feelings if it's going to help me, man. Because now when you really break this book down, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. These jokers been lying to me. Say, bro, wait. Okay. So if I've been robbing God out of tithes and offerings, bring me back to where the tithes and offerings come from. Bring me back to how the tithes and offerings come in the game. Because when I look at it, Abraham was the first one to give the tenth. He gave it to Melchizedek, dealing with the priesthood. We go in the book of Hebrews, it's broken down how Abraham had all of this in his loins. There's no tribe of Levi because it's still in Abraham. There's no priesthood because it's still in Abraham. Why? Because there's no Isaac, there's no Jacob. Without Isaac, then Jacob, you can't have the 12 tribes of Israel. So now when he give the 10, it's covered. So now here comes Jacob. Jacob was supposed to give a 10, but he didn't. He didn't keep the ordinance. Now when we get in the book of Leviticus, when we get in the book of Exodus, God said, okay, I done gave them out. I done gave them everything they need. This is supposed to be done as an inheritance. Go back in the 18th chapter of Numbers. They didn't keep the ordinance. So now God said, I'm going to read it in Malachi. I go back to Numbers. I know Negro read you no one verse, man. Whatever the Bible say. All right, well, show it to me. Break it down to me. Show it to me. I know you're lying. Verse 5. Malachi 3 and 5. And I will come near to you to judgment. And I will be a swift witness against the sorcerers, against the adulterers, against false swearers, against those that oppress, the hireling and his wages, the widows, the fatherless, that turn aside the strangers from his right. And fear not me, says the Lord of hosts. For I'm the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob, you are not consumed. Even from the days of your father, you have gone away from my ordinance and have not kept them. What was the ordinance? So I told y'all, give me a tenth of the tent that y'all get from the people. That was the ordinance. So now he's saying, well, hold up, God. Will a man rob God? Return unto me, and I will return unto thee, says the Lord of hosts. But you say, well, when we shall return, will a man rob God? Hold up, God. How am I return to you, God? That'd be like robbing you, God. You want me to rob you? Because I ain't been giving you what I was supposed to give you. Who? The Levites. The Levites. I gave it to the Levites. The Levites were supposed to offer it up to God. So now, when we go, the one crocodile used, 1 Corinthians, the 16th chapter, 1 Corinthians, 16th chapter, verse 2, Paul is picking up the money. And where Paul going to take the money to? Jerusalem. Why? Because he got to make sure that the priests get it, so that the priests could distribute to the people, so that everything could be all right for the house of God. Why? Because the priests didn't never have inheritance. God was their inheritance. That's why Paul didn't beg. That's why Peter didn't beg. Because Peter understood where they got their power from. Jesus. Paul understood where he got it from. God. That's why he had to beg or pimp the people. Because God was his inheritance. It never changed. I'm a God, I change not. So now when y'all get this, y'all know what y'all supposed to do with it. So you go back to Nehemiah. Now Nehemiah said, I'm going to put a priest, I'm going to put a Levite, and I'm going to put these other people over the storehouse. So as they bring meat in the storehouse, as they bring the cattle, as they bring what's needed in the storehouse, y'all distribute it to the people. So now we got the storehouse, we got the priests, we got the Levites, we got the tabernacle. Man, break that stuff down. Don't make it say what you want to say. Break it down. Because now it don't add up. Because according to what's in Malachi, God said, bring it in my storehouse. According to what happened in Nehemiah when he's rebuilding the wall, Nehemiah said, hold up, bro, what you Levites over there doing? No, come here. Y'all not supposed to be doing that. So see how everything just went haywire? So now you got a bunch of Negroes just want to read the Bible and tell you what it say. Well, break it down to me. Break it down. Make it make sense. Because I have questions. They might not have questions because y'all taught them to feed y'all. Y'all taught them don't put the mouth on the man of God. Y'all taught them I have questions. And then my questions, I want to know what this is about. And no, y'all don't have no answers. So now y'all mad because I got questions? Come on, bro. When all the while, Negro, y'all been running game. If I'm lying, come show me. That's all I say. I don't never say prove me wrong. I say if I'm lying, come show me. No, don't make them excuses. Come show me. When you get in Nehemiah, the 10th chapter, this is the seal of the covenant. He gonna give us Nehemiah, who the governor, and then he gonna give us 21 priests. And that's why all these names in the 10th chapter of Nehemiah. In Nehemiah, now he says, verse 29, they cleave to their brethren, their nobles, and enter into a curse and into an oath to walk in God's law, which was given by Moses, the servant of God, and to observe and to do all the commandments of the Lord our God, and his judgment was his statute. Verse 30, and that we would not grieve, and that we would not give our daughters unto the people of the land, nor to take their daughters for our sons. And if the people of the land bring ware of any victual on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy them. But they did that. Everything they wasn't supposed to be doing, they did it. They did it. So now Nehemiah said, okay, let's get these people together. Let's get this stuff together. Because he's not just building the walls, he's also reforming the religion, which is the house of God. So now he's putting everything back in order. He ain't begging, he ain't pimping, he ain't running game. He making sure that this thing get back to where it was. That's all God wants us to do, is get back to the basics. But we done got into begging. We running around looking for breakthroughs. We running around looking for sow a seed. Where that foolishness at in this Bible? Where is that in this Bible? Where the hell is that breakthrough is in this Bible? Well, you know your breakthrough coming Friday. Where the hell is that in this Bible? Where? Why? Because watch this, watch this, watch this. If God said that they're gonna be in captivity, they're gonna be in bondage, and God had it set for 430 years, who are you, Negro, to tell me I'm gonna be free tomorrow? Who are you to tell me that? But it sounds good. Why? Because I want to go. So I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to believe in you. But let me go and see what God say about this. As I say, I didn't want to preach. I didn't want to be no preacher. I didn't want to be no pastor. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get out of jail. And in my wanting to get out of jail, I'm looking for what could get me out. Mama said, read the Bible. Mama said, pray. They say, okay, what is that? What is that? I'm running across all kinds of stuff, but I won't get out of jail. Okay, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is that? I go watch these television preachers. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, what is it? Oh, that ain't it. What is that? What is that? So my whole 11 years, I'm looking in the Bible how to get out of jail. All the while, God said, Mike, you don't go like that, Pedro. That's not my will. But if they told me about praying fast, this only could happen by praying and fasting. God said, you would have prayed and fasted till you died. You wasn't going nowhere. You're going to do them. You're going to do them. But we don't like that kind of teaching because we want what we want. You know what I'm saying? We want, like they say, well, you know, women want what they want. That's why the world messed up. That's why the world messed up. Because women want what they want. You can't have that, baby. Sit your ass down somewhere and chill out. Sit down. Yeah, bro. You know, but if that's their mentality, you know, women want what they want. Say, well, what about what God wants? What about what God wants? Men ain't gonna do that. What about God, man? Where is God in this, man? That's what I'm saying. Where is God? And every day God saying, where I'm at in there, that Mike. Well, I don't know. She said what she want. She said she want what she want. He said men do what they do and boys do what they can. So I don't know. God, I don't know. God, I don't know where you at. God, I just keep running to the Bible. I just keep running to the Bible. Why? Because if I follow them, say, well, I want that to happen to me. If I follow them, I want that to happen to me. So now, all of these things, Nehemiah had to deal with. Nehemiah was a cold gangster. Look what Nehemiah told them Negroes. In Nehemiah 13 and 27 says, shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God, and marry strange wives? And one of the sons, or the sons of Elishibet, the high priest, was son-in-law to Simba, the Harnonite. Therefore I chased him from me. Man, the hell on out my face. Get from around me, boy. Quit playing with me. That's the mentality Nehemiah had. But if you have that mentality today, oh, you're not supposed to talk like that. You're not supposed to, you mad. No. Say, bro, we're building this wall. We done got the tabernacle straight. Say, bro, y'all done married these people y'all shouldn't have been married. Y'all was doing stuff on the Sabbath y'all shouldn't have been doing. And then y'all won't follow these jokers? Say, bro, get from around here. Get from around here. And that's what he did.
Right.
He ran them.
They're supposed to be around there.
Come on, bro. But now, if you say something today, you the bad guy. And you shouldn't talk like that. And you shouldn't be like that. Well, hold up, bro. Look at the damage. Look at the damage that happened to Jerusalem. Because y'all was being like that. Y'all wasn't listening. Y'all wasn't doing what God said do. Y'all running behind breakthroughs. Y'all running behind sowing the seed, having a need. Y'all running around here pouring oil and laying on the church floor. Where that's at in the Bible? Where is that in the Bible?
Daniel's defeat.
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. Afterwards. Not before. Not before. Afterwards. After they done the time, the allotted time. Because God already said it's going to take 4 generations. So after they done went through 4 generations, they're going to wind up right back in Canaan. So now when we get into Joshua, now they have made it into the promised land, which is Canaan. And now the Levites get the 48 cities. Well, look, man, I'm going to give you my little land right here. I'm going to give you this land over here. These the other brothers. So now they're getting different parts of everybody's land. Why? That way they cannot say that the tabernacle wasn't on our land. That we had to travel too far to get to the tabernacle. No. Y'all had access to the Levites. Here, 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 and there. Just that simple. So the tent went to the Levites. And the Levites was to do the service for God. Just that simple. God is the heritage for the priest. And the priest was to offer up. Now, we're in the New Testament. Here comes Jesus. Now, Jesus never spoke against giving. It's not tithing and offering no more. Now it's just giving. It's just giving. Said, bro, you need some tennis? I got you. Not tithes and offerings. Giving. Man, let me tell you. Man, you blessed me, man. Yesterday with you blessed me. Giving. Not tithes and offerings. Giving. So when Paul talks about it, he calls it a collection. Jesus said that, okay, y'all done did the work. Y'all gonna do the work. You're gonna get paid. Paul said, I've been teaching y'all. Now y'all paying me. Y'all giving me. Paul said, nobody ever gave me giving and receiving. Nobody never dealt with that. So now nowhere in the New Testament, it talks about tithes or offering. Now it's just giving. Go back to Malachi. He said, the old and now what's to come. That one was to come. Go back to the very first verse in Malachi. I'm going to send my messenger. After my messenger going to come that dude, Jesus. That's why when you get into Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John said he was preferred before me, but he coming after me. I'm coming with the water baptism and repentance. He coming with that fire baptism, which is the Holy Spirit. So now here comes Jesus setting things in order. Just like Nehemiah had to build a wall for when the children of Israel came out of Babylon, it was a place prepared for them. Jesus went and got on the cross. That's how he prepared the place. Nehemiah built the walls. That's how he prepared the place. When Jesus got on the cross, boom, everything was back in order. Everything was back in order. Now here come the Holy Spirit. Now we about to get into another ball game. Now, as they went around preaching and teaching, they couldn't go in the synagogues because they was teaching about Jesus. Oh man, don't come in here with that. No, don't come in here with that Jesus stuff. No, we don't want to hear that. Why? Because we still stuck in the Old Testament. We coming out of the Old Testament. And this is why Paul tells Timothy, study to show thyself approval. What he was going to study? Paul still had the letters in his pouch. What he was going to study? He could have studied Paul's writings. He had a few scripts from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. He had a few little scripts. But what he was going to study? He had to study the Old Testament. That's what he was studying. Paul knew the Old Testament. I'm talking about he knew it front to back, back to front. So now as Paul talking, Paul got in his mind, show you something. Watch this. You see Michael Jackson, right? You see Michael dancing, cutting the fool, right? Where might get that from? Where might get it from?
James Brown.
See what I'm saying? He got it from James Brown. But if you don't know nothing about James Brown, you would, oh, no, Mike got it from James Brown. Now, watch this. My uncle took me to a James Brown concert right there in Municipal Auditorium. So it was James Brown, Michael, it was James Brown, the Jackson 5, and somebody else. I can't remember who the other person was. But now you got two different generations of people in the concert. Me as a youngster, we coming to see the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. Him as an older person, they coming to see James Brown. Now, look at society today. Mike learned from James. These younger people learning from somebody older than them. Nehemiah had an understanding, okay, man, let's put this thing back in order. Why? Because there are more generations that's going to come after y'all. And if they stay on the path that y'all on, we're going to be messed up. But they watching you. Mike got all his moves from James. Where did James get it from? Now, James come through the slide and doing all this. You might not like James. But when Mike started doing what James was doing, now you like Mike. He ain't doing no more than what James doing. He just added more to it. Bringing it today's time with the younger people. They're not doing nothing different than what we did. We was taught to hide what we do.
Yeah.
They not gonna hide what they
They
do.
ain't high.
That's the only difference. That's the only difference.
They bold.
You know why? You know why we hit it? You know why we hit it?
Respect them. Yeah.
No, because we will get our ass
Yeah,
whooped.
yeah.
That's why we hid what we did. That's why we couldn't talk like we talk. Because we were gonna get our ass whooped. But now we can't beat the children. We can't do nothing to the children. So now, boom. Now we get the real raw and uncut child. The same child we was.
Yeah.
But because of the beating, we hit it.
Right.
Who beating them? Who really punishing them?
Police. World.
See what I'm saying? So now, you ain't, if you don't eat, you can't go outside. That's how we come up.
That's how we came up.
If you don't do your homework, you can't go play.
Play.
So now we look, and where there's no rules or discipline, there's disorder.
Oh, now it's just order right now.
It's just a bunch of disorder. And a bunch of people running their mouth, saying how they see it. Okay, I understand how you see it. I understand how you see it. How is it? How is it? And that's where we at.
How we can fix it.
And the thing is, no matter what I did, no matter how I tried to do it, I always find myself running back to God. Because I haven't found a Negro yet with the answers.
Don't get it, right?
So now, you got somebody like Creflo, okay, you got them people messed up, you good. You got this bishop, you pastor say, bro, I don't want, to me, that's fake. You know why that's fake? My kids young, right? My kids young, they're young, right? So I won't do right. I'm going to the church. I'm in the church, right? So I peep game, say, pastor, bro, they don't go like this, right? So now, if my other son was here, he'll tell you. And he gonna always tell you, you know what I like about that church, Dad? Every time he went in that church, the pastor would always talk about people gonna be a millionaire. He said, I ain't no millionaire yet, Dad. And I used to believe that growing up.
Right.
But yet, that's where I brought my family, up under this dude. And he done said out his own mouth one time from the pulpit. I don't know why Minister Matthews sitting here, because Minister Matthews know more than me. Say, bro, I'm just being respectable God. I don't care nothing about you, bro. I just want to make sure my family right with God. That's all I care about right now. So I leave that church. Why? Negro dumb is about to rise. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you where I was at. But that's my bishop. You're right. That's your bishop. That's your bishop. To me, Negro dumb is about to rise. And that's not bashing. That's not downing. That's real. And we don't like that no more. We can't talk real no more in this day and time. You can't call these people, you can't call the people, you can't call them that. You can't call these people, no, you can't say that. Well, no, you can't say that. You can't say nothing. Even in a joke, you can't say that. Well, what could I say? What could I say? I can't even be human no more. Well, what could I do? Just sit here? And that's what society has done to us, bro. So now when you really express yourself, oh, no, don't talk like that. Oh, no, you can't say that. Well, what you want me to do? Like, really, what you want me to do? So I said, okay, y'all have that world. I'm going with God. God, how we going to do this, baby? How this go? Because over here you can't say this, you can't do that, you can't wear this, you can't sit here, you can't sit. I mean, say, where all these rules come from? They don't have nothing to do with nothing. So now you got a bunch of young people.
Hurt.
Hurt why? Why they hurt?
Because they can't speak what's on their mind, or what's in them.
They gonna speak what's on their mind regardless.
Yeah, that's true.
What has happened? You got a mixture. You got a mixture. Take myself. I had a chance to sit in seclusion, away from society, away from the world. I had 11 years. So I had 11 years to detox of all the stuff that I learned in the world. So now I'm in a place where I can sit by myself and re-educate myself. Not the way the world taught me to believe and see it, but the way God gonna give it to me. So now I'm reading this material, I'm reading this material, I'm reading this material. Who gonna tell me not to read it? Who gonna tell me not to believe in it? So now I'm detoxing of all of that bad stuff that I learned. So when I come on here, you got a bunch of people that's listening to me, and then they go right there and listen to pastor. So you got old and new, 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 because they never detoxed. They never detoxed. They never believed that they could pick the phone up and call pastor, say, Pastor, what did that mean? Pastor, what that was about? Pastor, can you break that down? Because the people can't do that. So the people have a bunch of questions. What they gonna do with them? The children has a bunch of anger. What they gonna do with them? Daddy got a bunch of choices. What he gonna do with it? Mama got a bunch of everything she got to deal with. What she gonna do with it? So what we gonna do with it? Got a bunch of people with a bunch of stuff. What they gonna do with it? What they gonna do with their anger? Because if they express themselves, oh, shut up. What she gonna do with all that she got? Girl, you need to do this. Girl, you need to do that. Girl, I wouldn't do this. Girl, I wouldn't do that. Daddy's sitting up, man, I'm just ready to throw up my hands on everything. So where's God, bro? So when you go, my thing is, say, I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be phony. That's not bashing. That's not downing. That's not none of that. That's just real, bro. Why? Because I done set up under these people. I don't watch these people. I already know these people is running game. It might not be game to you. Might not be game to you. But guess what? If I'm lying, show it to me. Go ask your pastor why you give an offering. Go ask him. Go ask him why you pay tithe. And if you go to Malachi, take him to the 18th chapter. Did what I thought. Did what I thought. Did what I thought. God said to Aaron, I'm y'all inheritance, baby. You don't need nothing. I'm your part. Don't worry about nothing. I got you. Paul said, I learned to be a base. When I got it, good. When I don't have it, I'm good. Why? God got me, man. God got me. If this is God's world, and say, bro, Joker could pull up right now with a brain struck. Man, somebody told me to bring you there, man. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Not no lie, no man told me. Because God is my inheritance. God who I depend on. So now, everybody in the pulpit is not in the pulpit for the souls of the people. So if you're not a duck, I'm not talking to you. If you're not dumb as a box of rocks, I'm not talking to you. But I know a bunch of ducks and a bunch of dumb box of rocks people. That's who I'm talking to. But now you get in your feelings. Say, bro, you ain't mine. I ain't talking to you. I ain't even talking about you. I don't even know you. Don't want to know you. So my thing is, if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like how I'm saying, well, okay, unfriend me. I don't need you. What is about you I need? Nothing. Because nothing you did get me where I'm at right there today. And nothing you gonna do gonna get me any further. I say, bro, God is my inheritance. I trust God. I believe God. My faith is in God. I know God. I don't need you, Negro. What I need you for?
That's all you need.
To be a distraction? To be an interruption? What I need you for?
Delete that.
When we learn to live our lives, trusting in God.
Get a whole lot further in life.
18 chapter, 28 verse. Thus shall you also shall offer a heave offering unto the Lord of your tithes, which you receive of the children of Israel, and you shall give thereof the Lord his offering to Aaron the priest. See how it went? See how it went? The people gonna give it to the Levite. The Levite gonna give it as an offering to God, to Aaron. Now the priest covered, those who were doing the work in the tabernacle covered, and the people are covered. But when you go to Malachi, he wasn't talking to the people, he was talking to the Levites, because the Levites didn't give their tenth. But we won't use that in church on the people. Say, bro, no, don't go like that. Call it to the back.
Call it to what?
The back. Oh, Lord Jesus. Don't get in your feelings. Don't get in your feelings. Get in your bag. Cripple Dollar say, I have a newfound thing that I learned that broke down. You don't stop lying to them people. Better stop lying to God's people.
He gonna deal with you. He gonna deal.
I don't know what I'm gonna preach tomorrow. But I know I'm gonna have to go back and teach.
That's what I'm gonna meet on preach on last week. Malachi.
You like that Malachi?
Yeah, I like.
Break it down some more.
Break it down. Break it down one more time.
And this is what I preached Sunday. Revelation 20. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints. They surrounded the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. Keep that in mind now. You heard what I said? I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it slow. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it slow. Revelation 20 and 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and surrounded the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. The saints are in the beloved city. They are around the beloved city where the camp, where the saints are in. Now, watch this. And fire came down from God. Verse 9 now. And they went up on the breadth of the earth. They're on the earth. And they surrounded the beloved city where the saints are at. The saints are in the beloved city, right? What's the beloved city? In order to understand the beloved city, you got to go to the 21st chapter. The beloved city. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. So now, the beloved city, the new Jerusalem, the bride, is surrounded by these people. Now here come the fire. Because God is going to destroy this earth. He's going to destroy the heaven. He's going to send down the holy city, the new Jerusalem. It's a new Jerusalem because of the walls of the old Jerusalem that Nehemiah built. So now here come the holy city, the new Jerusalem. God gonna set this thing on fire. But yet, Pastor been telling us, you're going down to hell. Where the hell is hell? Ain't no hell. When Jesus got on that cross, he went down to hell. Ain't no more hell. This is why the 21st chapter of Revelation says, I'm going to read it slow. But the rest of the dead live, not again until the 1,000 years was finished. This is the first resurrection. The resurrection going to take place of all dead. After the millennium, now that who didn't die in Christ or trusted in God, now they're going to be judged at the great white throne. But the holy city, the new city, then came down now. The earth is on fire. So now you being judged. After you get, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't believe this, you didn't believe that. Now you get to go where? In the lake of fire. Where's the lake of fire? Back on earth. You get to go back where you come from. You loved it so much, you believed in it so much, you need it so much, well, I'm going to send you back to it. Now, we in the second death. All the second death is being separated from God. That's all the second death is. When God told Adam, if you touch that tree, you're going to die. He was talking spiritual death, he was talking physical death, and he was talking eternal death. Now, man died. That's physical death. Man being separated from God, that's spiritual death. Then we get to the second death, being separated from God for eternity. You ain't want to believe, you ain't want to trust. All right, cool. Because right now you're spiritually dead if you don't believe and you don't trust. It was a lot of them that got caught up. It was a lot of them while they was in Babylon. They probably lost hope. But now he's rebuilding the New Jerusalem, the holy city. Not the holy city, but the one with Nehemiah. Whether when the children come out of Babylon, boom, now there's no more excuse. So now, as we come through the book of Revelation, say, bro, God ain't about to play no more. That's enough. So now the Bible says, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever. But now, in order to understand the 20th chapter, you got to go back to the 16th chapter, how he led them out of Euphrates. You go back in the book of Genesis, where you got the river of Euphrates, when they fell, and you go in Peter, they still in bondage. But those angels, those demons, are now they're gonna come out of bondage, and those are the ones that's gonna be on fire first. Then here come the beast. Then here come the false prophet. They gonna be on fire. Now here come the judgment of the people who didn't believe and trust in God. Now they go to the lake of fire.
One thing I can say, break it down. Can't get no more breakdown than that. No, it makes sense.
You want to hell? What the hell is hell? According to this Bible. If I keep reading 20, and jump down to verse 13, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it. You know, people died in the river and stuff that people never found. So they're still in the sea.
Right.
And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Not hell, the lake of fire. But church folks gonna tell you you're going to hell. How the hell I'm going to hell when he say I'm gonna be in the lake of fire? But they don't know Revelation. And because they don't have a full understanding of the word of God, they just jibby, jabbing.
See anything.
And if you say something, I believe in Mike. I trust Mike. I love Mike. Mike right. No, man, that Negro wrong. Oh, you lying. You're wrong. Because we don't want to accept that. That's just like telling a father, say, bro, you know your little man, bro. Your little man, your little man messed up. Nah, my son, yeah, bro, your little man messed up. Or telling mama, say, mom, you know your daughter messed up. Nah, my daughter, no, your daughter messed up. So would you stop loving your daughter because she messed up? You stop loving your son because you still gotta love him.
You gotta love it.
But don't bring that around me. What you mean don't bring that around you?
That's your child.
That's your child. That's your child. So now, I say, bro, dude, dumb as a box of rocks. I'm not belittling him. I'm not bashing him. I'm putting you on game. Well, maybe you don't like to be put on game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna still say what I want to say. I just want to say it to you because you don't want to be put on game. You're gonna categorize it as well. Put us in. No, man. Why we gotta categorize everything?
You gotta say
All I'm saying is, say, bro. But you can say what you want to say. But God can't say what need to be said. Come on, bro. So now, as Creflo go with the lies, hold up, Creflo, pump your brakes. Because 1 Corinthians, the 16th chapter, they was taking their money up to the mother church, which was in Jerusalem. But in order to understand 1 Corinthians, the 16th chapter, you got to go back to Numbers. You go back to Numbers, you're going to wind up in the 35th chapter of Deuteronomy. So now, and then you're going to wind up in Malachi, and then, hold on, wait. Then you're going to wind up in Nehemiah, wait. But in the church, we take one verse, make it say what we won't say, and make you believe it. No, bruh, break that stuff down. Tie it all together, because it all go together. Why we got to have a new Jerusalem if Nehemiah built the walls of Jerusalem? Why Jesus would tell them go back to Jerusalem if they done crucified him in Jerusalem? What the world going on with this Jerusalem thing, God? When you had gave Abraham the land of Canaan. So now when you study the maps, that's why I gave in the blue folder, I gave you the maps. When you study the maps, the world was not as big as it is today. And when I say as big, I mean populated wise. The world was always the same size, but just now you have more population of people. When Abraham was talking to God, wasn't no Isaac, wasn't no Jacob, wasn't no 12 tribes of Israel, wasn't none of that. That's yet to come. But there were people, and they were Egyptian, they were Canaan, they were Syria, they were just that smaller eastern world, right? So now the world has grown. You're talking about thousands and thousands of years. So now it is populated. So now the world gonna get back smaller and smaller and smaller. Because now, in order for the one world order to come in place, gotta get rid of you. They gotta get rid of you. Why? Because you don't listen. You ain't not gonna act right. You're not gonna go with the flow. So now, as you read the Bible, the government controls everything but the church. Once they find a way to control the church,
That's it.
ball game.
They did it already when he gave out the money to them.
So when they snuck in with the 501c3, oh, wait, no. Leave that alone. Because if you run your mouth about that, or if you go running out there about that, you lose them benefits. You know why? Because we taking care of you, man. We know what we're doing. Yeah, we taking care of that alone. That don't entertain that. That's why these pastors don't come out. That's why they can't come out, bro. Because certain organizations
Got paid. Got paid by the government.
damn what Pastor Mike talking about. I need my money.
So,
Let him go out there. Let him say that. I need my money. Yeah, put that in your pocket, baby. That alone. So Nehemiah, when he building the wall, they couldn't play that game with Nehemiah. Nehemiah said, I'm not going to be like these other governors and handle it like they handle it. I don't want nothing from y'all. We're going to build these walls. I'm going to feed y'all. We're going to do this thing the right way. And that's what he did. So now when he get to the end, Nehemiah said, God, I hope I did everything like you called me to do it. I hope I did what was pleasing to you, God. Ball game. You got people read the Bible, but can they expound on what they read? For Israel said, make it plain. For Israel said, make it make sense. Make what you're saying make sense. So you're going to tell me something, you're going to teach me something, but you're not making it make sense. Make it make sense. All you got to do is make it make sense. Because if we go in Leviticus now, you got to keep in mind, Leviticus gave us the law. Numbers giving us the numbers of things. Deuteronomy going to give us the breakdown. Deuteronomy is going to give us the breakdown of the law that's coming out of Leviticus. This is why Deuteronomy is the most quoted book in the New Testament. Because Deuteronomy is the full breakdown from the Numbers and from the Leviticus laws. Now you got Deuteronomy. Bible, baby. I don't knock what he do. I don't knock what she do. I don't knock that. I'm talking to my people. I'm not talking behind your back. I'm not talking behind your back. I'm talking to my people. You just chose to listen. So whether you listening or not, I'm gonna tell my people, say, bro, dude, them is a box of rocks. Say, bro, don't be like, no, that don't go like that. No, man, don't be no duck for nobody. You was a duck. Don't be no duck. Don't be no gopher. Nah. I'm talking to you. I'm talking. Neighbor just happened to be by the gate listening. They sitting in their yard. They listen. I ain't talking to them. I'm talking to you. It may be about them. But I ain't talking behind their back. I'm talking to you. But if they ear hustling, they gonna get it. So now I come on here. I'm telling my people. If you go all the way back in 2020, I said, say, Pastor, come here, get your people, and y'all go ahead. Out of love. That was out of love. I said, Bishop, come get your people. Y'all go about y'all business. Leave right there, sir, I got it. Out of love. Out of love. Out of love. Why? Because I know your people haven't detoxed. And I know what you've been teaching them. Because if they come over here and get this, we're going to have problems. So I don't want them mad with me, and I don't want them mad with you, bro. So get your people, and y'all go about your business. And the reason why I said that, people, was back in 2020, I come on here for my people. I ain't got about 15, 20 people, 25 at the most. And I'm here for my people. I'm here for my people, right? So here come his people. Here come his people. Oh, you ain't got no faith. Oh, you got to have faith over fear. Oh, if you take one step, God gonna take another one. And all these old cliches. So I'm like, I go to God. I say, God, where do you people come from? Where do you people? What the world is this foolishness? God said, Mike, remember these 11 years? That's why I had you where I had you, and I taught you. Now I'm going to turn you loose. Now I'm going to turn you loose. So now I say, okay, say, bro, come get your people. Say, bro, come get your people. They about to go down. Get your people out the way. After that, I had no more problem. No more problem, right? So I don't know. So one day I'm talking to my partner, right? He said, say, bro, you know your girl? I said, no, I don't know her. He said, bop, this, that, and other, right? I said, I don't know him, bro. Right? So the same shorty hit me up. My boy ready to put me on game. What's happening with it, right? we ain't got time for that one, man. We ain't about to do that like that.
Right.
For what? You know?
I know.
So now I'm like, no, Shawty, you know. So okay, we ain't gonna do that, right? So during the week, I'm telling the people on the podcast, always listen. Always listen. Always listen. Because one thing about people, whatever terminology that's in them, it's gonna always be in them, it's gonna come out, right? That's why if Shawty or somebody say something that I know they normally wouldn't say, I'm like, hold up. That's not you. I know how you talk. That's not you. Where you get that from? So now I'm listening. We might be wherever. And I might hear you say it.
Street kicking in.
Oh, that's where you got that from. That's where you got that from. All you gotta do is listen. So earlier last week, I seen something, right? In the comments, I go back and read all my comments, right? I seen something in the comment. So what's happening with this here? Right? I said, okay. So dropping the net, right? So I said something, boom, just threw it out there and I backed up off it. Because if you hear, it's gonna hit you. If it hits you, you're gonna holler, right? So boom, go back on, got him. I said, bro, what's happening with you? I gotta make you talk, because once you start talking, you're gonna tell on yourself. So once you start saying stuff, gotcha.
Check, baby.
Gotcha.
Playing chess.
See what I'm saying? So now when you bring this type of stuff to the people, they're not ready for it. Because, well, you shouldn't go around these people and, oh, you gotta forget where you come from. No, I ain't never forgetting where I come from. I ain't never forgetting that. Paul ain't forget where he came from. Paul just increased in God with what he already knew. So now I take it, I'm gonna keep it street. I'm gonna come with the philosophy, I'm gonna come with the sociology, I'm gonna come with the Bible, I'm gonna come with the whole 9 yards, because that's what I learned. So now when you run out there, you're like dealing with little man. Already know, bro. Already know. How you know what it's like to come home from jail? You never came home from jail. How do you know what it's like to raise them 4 children by yourself and you never raised 4 children by yourself? How you know what it's like to attend school with a shorty and you went to an all-boys school or you went to an all-girls school? You don't know what that's like. You don't know what that means. You sitting in class studying. You want to skip third period? You want to skip third period? Go down there and buy your sandwich. Anybody say that to no dude? Well, I don't know, maybe. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, say, bro, however you experienced your experience, okay, we got different experiences. Don't expect me to see it the way you see it, because I don't see it like that. And don't expect me to do it because I can't do it like that. Why? Because to me, bro, it don't go like that. It don't go like that. So now, when I come home, right, I'm in the church, I fall back. I'm listening. So I know the average pastor ain't got but 10 messages. Because after the 10 messages, I'm looking for something new. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing. This is what church are. I mean, I wasn't in the church before I went to jail. I probably went. You know, somebody said, come on, go to church. Mom said, come go to church. I probably went. I wasn't into no church. You know what I'm saying? So now when I come home, I'm into God. Now I want to learn about church. I want to see what the church is really about, because I never really had a chance to really enjoy the church. I'm out there selling drugs. I'm cutting the food. I ain't worrying about, I might come put something in the bag. I ain't worrying about the God. I'm doing me. So now I'm in a place where, okay, let me see what this God thing about. Let me really get to know God. So now I'm learning. So I got the word. I just don't really know nothing about church. We having church in there. We doing that. But I want to see how it is in the free world. So now I come out in the free world. Okay. So now I already done got my credentials while I was in the joint. So when I come out here, all right. Now I'm running with these dudes. I'm hearing their conversations. Keep in mind now, I'm from the streets. I'm hearing their conversation.
In the conversation,
Hold up,
body
bro.
moving.
Say, bro, hold up, bro.
See
Y'all,
everything.
this the kind of stuff y'all say behind these people? This how y'all really feel about these people? That's what I'm saying to myself.
Yeah.
So now I say, man, these Negroes phony, bro. Because I'm getting the real. Y'all ain't getting the real. Y'all getting the facade. I'm getting the real.
You in the middle.
Man, go
you
ahead, bro. That's just like me being in the streets, bro. And he whipping it. He cutting it up. Already know he putting cut on his. Already know he whipping his.
Yeah.
So here you come, man. I went and got something, man. All right, here, bro. Yeah, but it ain't my job to tell you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's in the streets, baby. It's my job to tell you that. So I'm like, all right, bro, you know, I already know he whipping his. I already know he cutting his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, we family. I'm talking about we family. Say, bro.
You gotta put me.
Yeah, I'm put you on game. I'm put you on game. Say, bro, don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. True story, bro. The average dude that was dealing drugs, they couldn't count. They couldn't count. The average dude couldn't count, right? So when it was time to break down a key, all the way down to a gram, he couldn't do that. He don't know that, okay, 9 and 9 is 18. Another 9, that's 27. Another 9, that's 36. That's a whole key. Okay. 9 ounces is a quarter key. Right? I break the quarter key down, I got a half of a quarter key with 4.5 ounces. Right? If I'm gonna break the 4.5 down, I'm gonna break it down to 2 and 1, right? But the average dude can't count, right? Instead of me breaking the whole 36 down and teaching him, say, bro, you get the whole key for 21. I'm gonna give him the whole key for 36. You know why? Because he's gonna keep running. I'm gonna give him an 8 ounce. I'm gonna give you a deal. I'm gonna give you 7 ounce. I'm gonna give you 7 ounce. Now times 7 times 36. See what I came up with? So either way, I'm gonna win.
Yeah,
but I'm playing with numbers, right?
Yeah.
So if you've been going over there, getting so much for that amount, and then you come by me and I'm giving you this, you're gonna figure like you beating me. No, this is what it costs. This is what it is.
Yeah.
But because you don't know numbers, and he don't know numbers, he really didn't know what he was doing. Somebody just dropped it off on him.
Right.
Same thing in the pulpit. The average pastor really don't know the Bible. Somebody just dropped it off on him. So now, when he being checked on what he doing, he gonna flex up. Hold up, bro. So now I come to you and say, bro,
Just gonna get all smooth.
you know what I'm saying? What you doing, bro? That don't go like
Running
that.
up.
Same thing. Now, you take me, right? You take me. I done been to Catholic school 8 years, public school probably about another 8 years, and then I went to Graps, right? But I graduated. So now watch this. If you've never been to Catholic school, you've never been to private school, what could you tell me about private school?
Right. Can't tell you
Okay.
nothing.
If you've never been to public school,
Oh,
just been to private school, what could you tell me about public school? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you've never been to alternative school, what could you tell me about alternative schools? I've been to the Catholic school, I've been to the private school, I've been to alternative school. Been to all three. All three. The average person either went to public school or alternative school, or Catholic school or alternative, and I've been all three.
Right.
So very few. So now I get it from all perspectives. So now at the alternative school, the majority of people in the alternative school, you know where they're going? They're going to jail. They're going to jail. So the majority of people that I went to school with at Gramps, they went to youth study. I ain't went to youth study, right?
Or they skip youth study, or they go straight to jail.
So now,
on the crime.
so now I'm on all. So now if I go somewhere in the streets, I went to Graps. The baddest people be the dudes who went to Graps. So if I go somewhere, what's up, man? What's up? We went to school together. I ain't gotta worry about them jacking me or doing me nothing. No, we go to school together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, when I get to the joint, they don't send me to a regular prison. They send me to an alternative prison. Now I've been jailed by life. So now I wind up in an alternative prison where nothing but bad people with bad behaviors, people who don't listen, people who, you know, them kind of people. That's the kind of joint he was. Just a bunch of ignorant people.
You shouldn't have been in there.
Ain't no such thing as shouldn't have. That's God's way of training
All
and
right.
molding and shaping me,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So now I gotta stand on my own. I gotta really stand on my own. I'm so far away from my own, but it is what it is. But look at the training. Look at the training.
That you got
I done been to Catholic school, I done been to public school, I done been to alternative school. So no matter who I run across, I'm good. Whether it be the doctor, the lawyer, the judge, the crackhead, or the biggest dope dealer in there. Come on, man. I'm good.
Covered.
I'm good in there. So now back then, you could go to college in federal prison. They used to let us go to college. Yeah, they one of them presidents came in and cut it out, but we used to go to college. You had dudes in there getting doctoral degrees and all kind of stuff. Cause we could go, and we had this. We was attending the same colleges that the dudes, the people in the Navy, getting the same education, getting the same, just like the dudes on them ships, getting the same education. Now, if you made it to a camp level, you was able to put on your regular clothes and go to the college with them. Yeah. So now I'm
Navy SEAL.
just a Navy period. You in the camp. So you can go to school, you can put on your regular clothes.
The Navy SEAL.
Yeah, the Navy people. Yeah, say, bro. Anybody who was in the joint, say from 2000 on back, because somewhere in 2000 they changed it. They changed it. But man, dudes, say, bro, dudes sharp, man. Dudes was sharp in them, man. Imagine being in there going to college, and imagine out here going to college. Not the same, bro. Out here you got to work, you're not as focused. And now, come on, man. So I'm in college. I took up psychology. I took sociology. I took up philosophy. I took all of this while I'm in there. I'm on my game. I'm on my game. I'm sharp. I'm talking about, man, I'm sharp. I come out here. What is this? It's no difference. And the reason why it's no, say, but the thing is,
It is a difference, right?
and I'm saying the difference is that we have the time in there. They don't have that kind of time out here. I had the time to read and study. They don't have that kind of time out here. That's why them dudes was coming out of the federal joint so sharp, man. Dudes was sharp, man. You already among doctors and lawyers, entertainers, professional football players. You already among these people. It's money in there. The dude who was over remember the Enron case? When they beat them people out of hundreds of millions of dollars in insurance?
Yeah.
The dude who blew the whistle on that case was Marcelli. The dude who blew the whistle on the case, he was Marcelli. He was kind of scared, so I'm nice side. Matt, do you need anything? You want to make sure? Give me a store list. We'll write something on there, whatever you. He got money. Dude got money. Man, whatever you want put on there, you got money. But he's scared. You know what I'm saying?
You buying friends.
Say, bro, told me about banks, told me about stocks, gave me the whole 9 yards right there in the joint. We trade information, bro. Ain't no way in the world. Back then, the system probably changed now. But back then, ain't no way in the world the average dude was gonna come out that federal system and not make it. Too sharp, bro. Too sharp. You around doctors, lawyers. One of my little partners, man, was a dude out of Florida. He was the mayor. He was the mayor, right? Me and him was like that. Man, read this book. Read that book. Read this book. Can't help but to be sharp, man. Can't help but to be sharp, bro. Too many people was around me, putting me on game. So when I come out here, bro, I see this stuff, I hear this stuff. Come on, man, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? But the people, what happened to the people that got caught up in the matrix system. So they going with the flow. I had a chance to get taken out of the matrix system. I can't go with that, baby. I don't go like that, bro. Say, bro, watch that. Say, bro, you ain't hear that? Because you able to hear now. You able to see. Because you done detox. Now, I could get back caught up in the world. But what that's gonna do for me? I know what it's like to. So now when I pick up this Bible, according to Isaiah 55 and 11, so shall my words be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but please, and it shall prosper in the thing whatsoever I sent it. So whatever God say gonna happen. Not no Negro. That's why I can't listen to no Negro. For God say my word, whatever I send my word to do, it's gonna prosper. It's gonna do what I sent it to do. So when you tell me my breakthrough coming, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna be here, I say, but I can't hear that. Because that's not really God's word. That's just a bunch of Negroes running their mouth. And that's how I learned the Bible. I said, okay, God, what we going at today? Boom. Wherever the Bible turned, that's what I read, that's how we roll. So now I can sit here and God turn the pages. Because that's how he trained me from day one. That's how he taught me from day one. I never had to write nothing down. So no matter where he go, if we go in Daniel, the second chapter, we're going to deal with Nebuchadnezzar's dream. So now once I got Nebuchadnezzar's dream, then I go get Daniel's dream. I tie Daniel's dream in with King Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Then I get the revelation. Now I tie John's revelation in with Daniel's dream that came up in Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Because Nebuchadnezzar gonna tell me about Babylon, Greece, Media, Persia, Rome. I go to Daniel, Daniel gonna tell me about the bear, the lion, the beast. Okay, I'll go in Revelation. Now I see it again. The lion, the bear, the leopard, the beast. But if I go to school and you tell me, well, the Bible say this, the Bible say that, the Bible say this, the Bible say that. And then when I open it and I see different, you either lied to me or you didn't know enough. One or the other. One or the other. So now when I share with the people, say, brother, just like God took me to Catholic school put me ahead of public school. That's why I got in trouble. I get in public school, what they're teaching me in public school, I learned that in Catholic school. So now I'm at Graps. I'm at Graps helping the teacher to teach the people. It's an alternative school. A lot of them dudes couldn't read and write. I come out of Catholic school. I just happened to get in trouble in public school. Wasn't like I didn't know. So now I'm helping the teacher in Graps teach. That's why I stay in Graps that long. So now I leave Graps, I'm way across the river. Now I'm at Clark. I don't know nobody in the 6th ward, 7th ward, 8th ward, or 9th ward. I don't know nobody over there. So now I'm in a school, I don't know nobody. Go to jail, I don't know nobody. And where God was taking me, I ain't never knew nobody. So now, okay, I'm right. I peeped out my first year. I think that's probably why I stayed at Clark so long. I peeped out my first year. All right, now I'm cool. Yeah. James was there first. Then Coach Young came. After Coach James. But Coach Young came from Walker. Yeah. I played on the football team and everything.
You was there with Jesse then. Like Jesse.
I graduated though.
That's what you graduated with what? You say last on.
I graduated with a 4.0. I have a what class? English. English 4.
Woo!
I took every elective it was in school.
Oh, I was so weak at work. People said, what was you laughing at?
And now, all I want to do is see the young people be all right and God's people be all right. That's it, bro. I had my fun, bro. When I say I had my fun, I had my fun, bro. God take me the day of tomorrow. I had my fun. I had my fun. I enjoyed my life here. I really enjoyed it. If it was something to do, I did it. I did so much at a young age that when I became an adult, man, that ain't nothing new to me. That ain't new to me, man. I did that already. You know, a lot of people don't get out until they get up in age. You know what I'm saying? And not because my mama let me run wild. She was my age. My mom beat the hell out of me. But in other words, if I could get past mom, I get past anybody. If I get past mom, I get past anybody.
One thing I do about my house, my own house. You know what I'm saying? Be a sponsor on my own.
You know how the gang go, baby. We good. Let them brothers cut their grass.
When I was my business was growing, right?
You gonna be all right?
Now, get out, big money.
How many people that have elderly people in the family? They have a lot of, how many people, how many women that live alone? How many men that's somewhere else but need somebody to go by the house to cut the grass? There's a lot of people that need people to do that. Need people to do that. We can get together for a whole month straight and get a list of all the elderly people, and we go and cut their grass. And we go cut their grass. All the elderly people. We ain't even charge you. We gonna go cut their grass. We gonna go cut their grass. All the elderly people. We did a whole month. We just gonna go cut their grass. You know what that do for a person? Especially during the summer because it grows so fast. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna cut your grass. I'm gonna tell you, we just gonna cut your grass. How many? But we don't look out for people no more. We want something, but not. You lay there and you do that, right? But look at how many other people will pay you to do it because of what you did. But we want something for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We want something for nothing. So I got you.
That's how people do. You see how people don't get to
Say, but we don't help me to get on my feet. You help me get on my feet, I got you. But help me get on my feet. We rather see a person fall than help them get up. And that's in us as people. We rather see people, we don't want to see nobody make it. I'm in my backyard, minding my business. I'm in the backyard, bro. I ain't in on no 14th floor nowhere. I ain't in no 2,000 seat building. I'm in my backyard, bro. My backyard. In the heat. In the heat. He think he is in the backyard. Y'all getting mad behind a Negro in the backyard. He in the backyard. He in the backyard. What part of the game?
In the cold.
In the cold, in the rain, in the heat, in the backyard. Said, but you ain't nowhere in the world I would even listen to you. Tell me something bad about somebody in the backyard. Say, bro, do in the back. I said, bro, do you realize where he at? Said, bro, he in the backyard. He ain't in no air. He in the backyard. He ain't in no heat. He in the backyard. Say, bro, the dude is in the backyard. Y'all don't. He in the backyard, bro. How you get jealous of somebody in the backyard? How you hate on somebody in the backyard?
Get in these fields.
I don't get that part.
You sit on these fields.
He not in the what that thing is, the smoothie center.
Yeah.
He ain't in the smoothie center.
Or the Superdome.
Or the Superdome pack or nothing.
Or the convention center.
Joke in the backyard. If anything, say, bro, leave that fool alone. Leave that fool alone. How y'all get jealous? How you get upset about somebody in the backyard? Outside. This Negro so crazy, he ain't got sense enough to go inside when it's hot. He ain't got sense enough to go inside when it's cold. He ain't got sense to go inside when it's raining. And y'all, say, bro, something wrong with y'all. You gonna come tell me about a Negro in the backyard that can't get out the rain? And you think, no, something wrong with you, worried about that. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Something wrong with you. Make it make sense. You upset. You jealous. You upset. You jealous about somebody outside in the backyard. In a t-shirt and shorts. Ain't like he got on no Armani suit or no, tailor-made suit. He in the backyard in a t-shirt. In shorts. See how messed up we are? But they'll come on him. Oh, he bashing. Oh, he always putting people down. Oh, he think he the Negro in the backyard. Don't ever get past that part. The Negro in the backyard. Nah. Don't play with me. Well, just catch me on a Sunday.
I'm in the building.
You just catch me on the Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you didn't get mad with me when I was in the church.
Right.
When I was in the church, you ain't get mad. You get mad I'm in the backyard. You wasn't mad when I was doing them 11 years. You ain't even know me. Now you want to tell me how to act, what to drink out my cup, what to wear, how to talk, how to do my gestures. You want to tell me all that. Oh, Lord. Where were you in them 11 years? Ask yourself that. And if anybody, well, where was you when he was in jail? Where was you when he, did you go by the mama and ask his mom if he needed something? Did you go to his baby mamas and say, how you, no. You ain't do none of that. You ain't do none of that. Now your ass gonna run your mouth. Ha! Yeah, all right. I'll listen one day, just not 2 days. And the can made all that noise. Brother, might love y'all. Y'all be blessed, baby. Get to know God and get to know God for yourself. It's a beautiful world out there. Take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. Sorry for all the Okay. So it's straight now? Okay, I'll approve it. Alright, I'll take care of it. God is good. And we thank Him for our food. How y'all doing? Y'all all right, people? Get it right, Pastor Mike. I got it right. How you get mad because I love the people? Said, Brian, go to that school you went to. Said, Brian, read the Bible. Read the Bible. We're going to help our young brothers. Ask your pastor. Ask your pastor. Pastor, where the offerings really come from and what the offerings is really about. See if he could tell you. Said, Pastor, have you ever read the 18th chapter of Numbers? Have you ever read the 35th chapter of Deuteronomy? Have you ever read the 28th chapter of Genesis? Have you ever read the 14th chapter of Genesis? Have you ever read the 27th chapter of Leviticus? Have you ever read the 3rd chapter? I know you read Malachi, but have you ever started with verse 1 and read all the way through that 3rd chapter of Malachi? Have you ever read the 6th chapter of Matthew? Have you ever... No, I read all that. That's what he gonna say. No, I ain't read all that. Okay, well, how you gonna teach me something? Because all that go together. The whole book of Nehemiah, all of it go together. Pastor Mike, how you know that? God told it to me. I know man ain't tell it to me. Pastor Mike, love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all stay safe. Know if God be for you, who could be against you. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Don't worry about it. Leave it on yours. I'll get another screw and put on there. I got some other screws in the closet. Go ahead. I'll be all right with it. No, put that one on yours. You need it.
Yeah, I need it. That's what I'm about to do.
Come to Ness, but Ness about to drive me crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like the Ness. Y'all see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Tomorrow church, right? We're gonna have a meeting for the men after church for our young people. Derek, gonna be in church tomorrow?
Yeah,
Bring your crew. Bring your crew. We need to hear y'all voices. We're gonna have a little 5-10 minute meeting after church. How we gonna do this? We're gonna whatever men available, we're gonna use the men we have available and the way the ones that's coming. And we're gonna locate the right venue, and we're gonna do this at least once a week or twice a week. Well, us men and us young men come together. Yeah. Probably do it once a week. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna have a meeting after church Sunday tomorrow to see how we're gonna do it. That way nobody won't have no excuse, or that way we can. You might have some mothers, Pastor Mike, can I bring my son? Yeah, bring your little man. Let him, let him come. Ain't no age group on this thing, I don't care. Let them come. We gonna have some people that can help us. We're gonna have some people that can put on. When we hear their story, they're gonna hear our story. So after church tomorrow, we're gonna whatever men available, we're gonna go from there. We're gonna agree on a day of the week, and we're gonna meet every day on that day of the week, wherever the venue is, and we're gonna run it. Now, for my other young brothers who having beef, we'll come meet y'all on y'all grounds, because we wouldn't want you all to come on these grounds and y'all beefing with them, and then we don't need that. Let me tell y'all the secret. Us older men, we might not show our guns, but we got guns. We got guns, okay? And we don't want to have to use our guns. Just we want in that. We want to try to come and love one another. So if we got to come to that group, we go come kick it with you, man. No one excluded. Everybody is included in this. Why? And to me, ain't no such thing as a bad child. Because if that was the case, I was a bad child. I don't consider myself as being no bad child. I just was in everything. So however we're going to pull this thing now, we're going to pull it together. My boy Judah loves it. All right, come on. Call my boy Horace. We're going to bring in the Indian culture. We just going to have a bunch of men coming together throughout the city to help our young people. We're going to get on this tomorrow after church. As you all see, it's needed, They might get to cussing, and they might get to the point where they're almost close to scuffling, you know what I'm saying? But we know how to, the thing is, it's time to put it on the table. What's wrong with it, brother? I mean, now as far as the females, it would have to be some women that put that together, and the men would be present. You know, we'll be present for that, but we don't really. We got to get the women to the point where they're able to listen to a lot of these angry young ladies, and you know they gonna cuss you out. They gonna cuss you out. You might well. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. Nah, get your feelings off your sleeve. It's not that they're talking to you like that. They're just expressing themselves. Who taught them how to really express themselves? So we don't, you know, we just gotta prepare for what's happening. You know, it is what it is. Sad that it's like that, but it is what it is. We will keep it posted on there. You know, I mean, when we go into our real deep sessions, you know, we might record it, but we're not gonna put nobody on camera. You know, and you might hear it, but you won't see them. You know, and then you mothers, that'll help you mothers get a better understanding. Help you mothers to hear, you know, because it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. Pastor Michael, I'm not about to say I'm going to fight no crime. No, I want to help my young brothers and my young sisters, and my mothers and my fathers and my grandmothers and my aunts and my aunts. I just want to help the people. That's my way. I don't need to be putting it on the news and this. No, that's my way of saying, come on, bro. Come on, man. Let's help out people and do that. Bottom line, people, that's it. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed Saturday. See you tomorrow for 11 o'clock service. Dropping the Net Ministry, 1401 Simon Boulevard, New Orleans, Louisiana. 701. What you sound like a commercial? Let me get up off this thing. Well, I don't put that weed eat on the rest of this, boy. You ran that lawnmower, boy. That grab was high, huh?
Dang, bro. You good?
I'm good, babe. Good.
You sure?
Little man got it from there.
All right. Yeah, Pastor Mike, bro. You come get real, right? Some people gonna get it, some people gonna get in their feelings, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta do what God tell you to do. You can't do something with Calvin said, but Calvin got in his field and Calvin can't take it. Hell, what Calvin?
Them some. They might not go to water. I don't know if it melted all the way through.
Yeah, it melted all the way through.
It got hot.
It's still good. They got the lights right
Pour it
there.
on that, yeah.
Got it. Oh, man, you gonna make it make sense.
Make it make sense?
Yeah, you gonna make it make sense.